Good morning, it's Shayla from Making Lemonade from Lemons, and yes, I am back from the Homesteaders of America conference, and it was a wonderful time, but I'm also glad to be back on my little, what some people would call an urban homestead. It's hard for me to put a name to things like this because to me, whenever I was growing up, it was just a lifestyle. You just grew your food. You just had a garden. You just had whatever animals you were allowed to have in your area. And so it was just the things you did. So for me to label it as a homestead or whatever, sometimes I get kind of hung up on that, so I have trouble with labeling it that, because I don't have a lot of acreage and I don't have a lot of farmland, and I'm not doing everything in the dirt. I mean, I have grow bags, but it still is. Anyways, I'm glad to be back. I learned a lot, and I met some wonderful people, as I said in my last video. And one of the things that I would have to say that I really noticed is that everybody is so down to earth, and even though I embarrassed myself meeting some really awesome people, they were really kind and compassionate and gracious with their time. So anyways, we got rain, which is awesome, and that's one of the things that we were really needing for a while, because it's been a while since we had a good rain. We had a quick thunderstorm for like 5 minutes a couple weeks ago, or maybe about a month ago, something like that, but it was only for about 5 minutes. So that's not really enough to do very much of anything. Everybody's grass, plants, the trees, the leaves are just dropping. They're not even really turning, they're just dropping, that kind of thing. So we really needed the rain. So it was really nice. We had a good day. All day yesterday it rained. And so I am excited to show you guys some of the changes that have happened in my plants since I last did a little walkthrough, and since I went to the Homesteaders of America conference. I was excited coming back and seeing some of the changes that I got to quickly look at as I walked through to my front door, that kind of thing. I did, like I said, I did learn a lot while I was there, and definitely solidified a few of the things that I would like to do, and I'll talk about that more in a later video, but like I said, I'm going to turn you around and show you guys what my plants look like now. So okay, so I'm going to start here with my peas. These are my King Tut peas, or one of my bags of King Tut peas. I actually have 2 bags of the King Tut peas just because I think that they're so pretty, and I think that they have an amazing story, and I love growing things for their story. And then so if you guys don't know anything about King Tut peas, I encourage you guys to look them up and see their story. And you can find them at Baker Creek also. That's where I got the seeds. These are cabbages, and I am going to just keep letting them grow until I will eventually thin it out. I just want the healthiest plant, so that's why I'm just kind of letting it grow right now. These are my Alaska peas, and look how tall they've already gotten. They're already to the top of this tomato cage. I do have one that's kind of trailing off the side, which I'm going to have to weave back through. These are my Wando peas, and they're getting there. They're about halfway there. These are my other King Tut peas, and they're taller than those over there, but they're both about the same. These are my Lincoln peas, and they're the shortest of all of them, but they're looking great. They're really filled out and everything, so I'm really, really happy with all of those. That's my salad bowl mix, and some of the leaves are getting to the point where they are ready to be taken for salad, so that's awesome. And then I have I have one tall scarlet kale here that is from spring, actually, sorry. From spring, whenever I planted in spring, and I've just kind of let it grow. And then here are some that I planted not long ago, and they're not really growing very well, so I'm hoping that they will start. And I'm not sure, it looks like something maybe dug right there, so I'm not sure what it is. Maybe something's getting into the bag or whatever. But the same thing is over here for the red Russian kale. I've got that one, which is one that I planted earlier on, and then I planted some, you see the little ones, I planted a little bit later, but they're not really, you know, they're not really very big. They're still really small, and it's surprising to me because all my other plants are looking better than those are. Anyways, that is the purple lady bok choy. So it's a small bok choy. And then these are some of my carrots, and then this is my early Wakefield cabbage. This is my Lacento kale, which is also dinosaur kale, and this is my dwarf Siberian kale. There's a little bit of my spinach, and there's some more scarlet kale that has come up, and then I have the red Ursula kale, and then these are purple or red carrots. No, these are purple carrots. These are my red carrots. And then I have orange carrots in a different bag. And then, let me bring you around here. Alright, so these are my turnips. I have 3 different types right here, and they are all looking beautiful. Look at the greens on these. They are beautiful, and they're not really getting eaten up with bugs or anything. So I will be harvesting some of these leaves and taking them inside and cooking them into greens, and continue to let the bulbs grow. These are my orange carrots. I have just lots of different varieties. I just did a mix of orange carrots here. And this is my Swiss chard, and it's looking good also. And then this is parsnips, and they're looking good too. And then here's another version of parsnips. I believe that this one is hollow point, the hollow top, and this one is the Harris model, but I'm not 100% sure which is which, to be completely honest. I didn't mark them, and I should have. Here are my Saxa 2 radishes, and look at this radish right here. That is huge. Look, I'm gonna pull this one. So pretty. I'm gonna let the others get bigger, but I just thought this one was really, really pretty. And I just didn't want to wait anymore. I'm gonna eat that one. Not right now. I have, sorry. This is my Chinese Hilton cabbage. And then my Mammoth Red Rock cabbage is right there, and yeah, it's not mammoth yet, but it will get bigger. Then I have those. Hold on a second, let's see. I can't remember what's in that one. This one is it's a type of mustard, and it starts with a K, and it's an Asian variety, and I cannot pronounce it. So, Katsuma or something like that. Anyways, here are some different varieties of beets, and here's another bag of different varieties of beets. And then these are the red acre cabbage, and they seem to be doing well. These seem to be doing the best so far in the way of my cabbages, and these are Danish ball and the Savoy. Then I have these are my volunteer tomato plants, and they're still doing good, and they're still setting fruit. So, like I said, I was going to leave them, and I am. And then here is my purple bumblebee, and it's got lots of tomatoes that look like they're about ready to be picked, and I'm just letting them kind of fall over. I know that I shouldn't, but, and this triple crop, it's not even blooming, so it's probably not gonna do anything before frost, because I only have a month, so which is fine, but at least I may try to take it inside and see if it'll grow, but then again I may not, so we'll see. I haven't decided. And then here is my cilantro and chives, and my zinnia that was volunteer zinnia. And then my chamomile is doing really well, finally. So I don't know if it'll ever get to where it blossoms before frost, but I'm hoping that maybe it will. So we'll see. The purple broccoli that I still have to thin is looking great. It's doing wonderfully. And these are the watermelon radish. And there is a volunteer zinnia. And there is a volunteer zinnia. So I have volunteer zinnias in my grow bags. Here, let me show you guys my my peppers and tomatoes and stuff that I left in. So I'll take you over here, and I still haven't planted this yet. I need to refreshen the soil, and I just haven't gotten around to doing that. Here is my Tabasco plant, and you see all the green Tabascos on it. So they will be ripening up. They're ripening up a little bit along, as you see. There's some orange ones on there, and you see some little ones down there. And they're getting lots of new growth. They're getting lots of baby. There's some little baby ones right there. So there's lots of new growth. And then here's my tomatillo plants. They look like they are pretty much done. The plants are starting to die off. And I'm okay with that. They did produce a lot of tomatillos. I still have some that I've got to harvest from them, but they did great. And then here is some of my cinnamon basil that is left to seed. It's gone, it's flowered. Here's a marigold that's blossoming. And then over here is my cherry tomato plants that are they're doing well. So I've got to harvest some of the cherry tomatoes off of there. Then here's an alpaca plant, and I've got to harvest a couple of tomatoes off of that one. This plant right here is the Amish paste, and there are some tomatoes, like right here. There's a small one, and there's small one. Because it's kind of leaning over. If you see it, kind of swishes like that. So this is actually Amish paste, even though it's over here by the alpaca. So I still have those that will be ripening up. So they're doing pretty good. I do see a little bit more disease on this Amish paste. This is my Anaheim, and I've got a few peppers on it. And so they're doing pretty good, and I have some blossoms. If you look right here, if you look there, some little baby ones and some blossoms. So it's doing good. If you see the blossoms on that, that is part of the Amish paste tomato plant that is right there. And it's blossoming up there as well. So I should still get a few Amish paste off of this one as well. These are my bell peppers, and they're doing great still. And then here's my Cubanelle plants, and they're doing great. And there's a huge Cubanelle right there. And then here are my banana pepper plants. They did great and are still thriving. There's my lemon balm, and there's my chocolate mint and regular mint. These are pepperoncini plants, and it looks as if all of my poblano pepper plants are leaning this way because they're so heavy with the peppers. Look at that. They're just loaded down with peppers. If you look down there, there's lots of peppers on the ground. So I'm really trying to let these turn red, and then because I want to dehydrate them and then turn them into chili powder. That's really what I want to do. My strawberry plants are looking very pretty, and there are flowers, so they're gonna have some strawberries hopefully before the first frost. That'd be great. And then one of my lavender plants, and then here's some ripening tomatoes on, this is a Better Boy, which is a hybrid plant, and I've got several that are ripening on it. There's 4 or 5. And then here are my cayenne peppers, and there's lots of ripe ones on here that I'll have to harvest off. So I will do that. And then here's one of my jalapeno plants, and it's got lots of peppers on it still, doing great. And then here's another cinnamon basil, and it has already flowered as well. And then I have, there's sage in there, and the sage I need to harvest the sage. My sweet chocolate peppers, the plants are not looking fabulous, which is fine. If they produce more, then that's great, and if they don't, that's okay too. I'm okay with that. They did a great job. They were some of the first peppers that we got off of the plants this year, and you know, whenever we needed, you know, if we were running out of peppers, a lot of times we could come down and they had peppers. So I do see that there are blossoms, and there are a few peppers here and there on them. Whether they'll actually ripen before frost, I don't know, but it's okay. Either way, I use them like green bell peppers and stuff too. So here is my beautiful, gorgeous boxcar willy plant, the one that I left. Okay, so many of you know that this plant, I wasn't even sure if it would produce anything at all. It looked sickly from the beginning. It didn't really produce much, and it was just, I was contemplating early on in removing it. But it is probably my prettiest plant right now, and it is still setting fruit. Let's see if I can get a good shot. There's the tomatoes, and you see more blossoms, and there's a tomato in there, and there's tomato in there. Let me take you around here. Look, there's a tomato there, and there's tomatoes there, and there's one there, and there's a nice sized one there, and then there's a couple right there, and there's blossoms there, and there's blossoms there, and there. Look at this. It is just doing fabulously. So, as I said, our first frost is supposed to be around November 12th, 10th, 12th, somewhere around in there. So I'm hoping that if nothing else, these tomatoes set and get to a decent size, and then I can take them in and I can let them ripen inside, or I can make some more salsa verde, or I can make some chow chow, or whatever. I mean, there's lots of things you can do with green tomatoes too. So anyways, so I just wanted to show you guys what was going on here, and what changes were going on. And like I said, I think that the rain will really help. It's supposed to be in the mid to upper 70s all week this week. So, and it's not getting down below 40, you know, 46, 47 degrees. So it's perfect weather for them right now. Anyway, so thanks so much for spending time with me this morning. And if you like the video, click like, subscribe, share it with all your friends, and we'll see you soon.